Mr. Gaur, good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to ask you a obvious question. Some would say it's a tough one, but markets are curious to understand from you that after the outcome of UP election for JP Associates, will anything change?
Good morning. I think, of course, as you rightly said, and I was expecting this question too. First of all, let's be very clear that I feel very good that in succession, the people of UP have given a decisive mandate to another party. In fact, we all know that Sapa was there between 2003 to 2007. And let me just once again reiterate that JP Group undoubtedly has its corporate headquarters at Noida, or NCR if I can say. It has been an organization which has been serving the country for more than 40 years. And in last 5 years, we made an investment of over 40,000 crores spread over Himachal Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh. And we all, like all Indians, we all felt very happy in the manner in which Shri Akhilesh ji went around, and he was very emphatic when he said there would not be any vendetta. And this would be a great, I think that is something which we all know. A state like UP knows, a state like UP requires such pragmatism, because a country with almost 18 crore people in the development index at a very low end of the prism, and it requires all the investment, it requires all the positive news, and of course what it takes to improve the lifestyle of every person in UP and in the country in general. And I'm very happy to tell you that I see no reason, because I also went through a lot of news articles, and I think it was something which only saddens one, that a company which has been building very important projects for the nation in Jammu Kashmir, keeping India's flag high in Bhutan, building very difficult projects in Himachal Pradesh, and built the most, I will say, India's most momentous, rather monumental project in terms of Yamuna Expressway. There should be apprehension that company would not be viewed in a positive light. I am fully confident that the new regime in UP would take cognizance of the contribution which this group has been making for now, not for last 5 years, but over 30 years in UP, starting with a very prestigious project in Rishikesh in 1974. And I am very, very sure that present regime will do everything which they can do to increase investment in the state of UP, so that new employment opportunity come for everybody. And as far as the impact of Yamuna Expressway is concerned, I can only tell you that in 2003, when Samajwadi Party took over at Lucknow, they had reordered they reordered an inquiry into the Yamuna Expressway project, that time called Taj Expressway project, and the inquiry commission found everything right, and the project restarted in 2006 when Mulayam Singh ji was the Chief Minister of UP, and the project continued and got completed. और मेरा पूरा विश्वास है कि अप्रैल में आइए, आप लोग एक्सपीरियंस करिए what Yamuna Expressway project is all about.
Mr. Gaur, you've gone on record and you've indicated that you are open to selling minority stake in your cement business. Your shareholders have already approved that move. So in this fiscal, should we expect to hear something from JP Associates when it comes to a minority stake sale? So you're smiling on my question, so I'm sure you know the answer.
Well, I have been on record, and the fact is that about 10 months back we had started this debt reduction program, and for this southwest capacity has been hived off. In fact, it is in the process. Yes, shareholders at large have wholeheartedly supported this move, and creditors and all have supported this decision. And I think in this FY13 you will positively see its impact, because debt reduction plan is definitely on, and as you know, there are obvious limitations to share all this in public domain on a channel, but yes, we are very conscious and we are moving forward to reduce our debt in GEL.
Mr. Kaur, you have about 23,000 crore rupees by way of debt component on your balance sheets. Are also options like stake sale in subsidiaries, treasury share sales considered currently for debt reduction?
Well, it is actually, as you know, that like India, which has unlimited potential, I firmly believe that our group also has unlimited potential. And we are in the key sectors of all the infrastructure segments, power, expressway, cement. Another point that some of the sectors have not seen, are not seeing that limelight which earlier they were enjoying. But it is something which time will correct, and I'm sure people see the merit of the company which has continuously invested, continuously implemented difficult projects and has shown the result. And I'm sure, as you know, that Jayaprakash Sheth holds significant stake in Infratech company, which is Yamuna Expressway. Now, amidst all apprehensions, now this will be open in April, and people will see that what JP Group has constructed as far as this unique expressway concerned. And these are the hidden jewels, if I can say, and that opportunity available for GEL to part sell its stake in these companies and reduce the debt, which, as far as I am concerned, I can only assure that they are all long-term debt, no short-term debt, and this year also growth in revenues and EBITDA would be more than 10% at least. But it is something which I would not like to further give exact numbers, because that is not possible, because this is still about 20 days in March balance, and we hope that we will have a good March and good quarter to end with.
Right. Mr. Kaur, what about the outstanding FCCB which is slated or rather due in September this year? Around $354 million of FCCB is trading deeply out of the money currently, with the conversion price being 165. What options is the company considering for the repayment?
It's a very good question you have asked, and with the blessing of God, I can tell you that the company has made appropriate arrangements, and we would be repaying the FCCB, and I'm sure you would hear this very soon. In fact, we are contemplating to prepay the FCCB, and we are confident that this overhang on FCCB would soon vanish once we prepay this FCCB.
But are you committed to keep your equity base intact? When I say equity base intact, which means you're not raising and diluting money in any of your subsidiaries or in JP Associates?
Well, in JP Associates, there's no such move at all. But as far as stake is concerned in subsidiaries, as you know, we have to meet SEBI obligations also. Especially in Infratech company, where we have to bring down the promoter stake to below 70%. So that is something which over a period of time we will do, but as far as this is all in normal course of business.
Capital market activity we should expect from JP Group in next 12 months? Well,
I think first we are going to showcase what we were expected to do. Karcham 1-2 project, 1000 megawatt, the largest hydroelectric project, got commissioned in private sector last year. This year, Yamuna Expressway will be commissioned. It means more than 21,000 crore investment would be operationalized. And I'm sure, against all apprehensions, cement has been doing well. We have been able to record highest growth in cement production and sales, and market conditions are also looking fine. So you would find results better than what have been the expectation, and I'm sure there would be enough instances to tap the market as per requirement of the company.
Right. Mr. Gaur, you also have a board meeting for JP Power as well, and the board is going to discuss fundraising. Give us a ballpark figure of what is it that you're looking at, what is the quantum, what do you need those funds for?
I think you have been doing your homework very well. So I can only tell you that as far as power is concerned, we have actually at this moment implemented the Nigri thermal power plant. This is 1320 megawatt thermal power plant coming in Madhya Pradesh, for which we have coal block. Then we also have a thermal plant coming up in Bara in UP, which is 1880 megawatt supercritical technology boiler. And there are other steps. So in power company, we feel that there is a good opportunity to have new fundraising plan, including raising of ECBs. And JP Infratech is just approvals should be in hand, so that as the company is going to start this expressway, we should have options to replace the high interest bearing debt with low interest bearing debt. So these are options which we are contemplating. So that's why the board meeting takes
requirement, Mr. Gaur, for JP Power?
Can you repeat your question, please?
So how much is your funding requirement for JP Power?
Well, as far as project is concerned, all the projects are financially closed. We are only looking at the options how we can reduce the rate of debt. At the same time, we will also explore options for equity raising if the market is right and we feel that share price is correct. So it is just, I will not like to discuss something which I should be discussing after the board meeting.
In your cement business, are you open to a strategic sale, or are you only looking at an investment or some kind of financial partner? B, what is the maximum stake you are ready to sell in your cement business?
I think I will be very candid. At this moment, these questions, we should let the right time come and we will share with you.
So as of now, can I read in between lines that there is no immediate plan to sell stake in cement business? Because markets have been talking about this. You've gone on record and you've indicated, yes, JP Associates is looking at selling stake in cement business. What I want to understand from you, are your plans of cement stake sale on a back burner?
No, I think your understanding is not right. Sorry. In fact, we have taken several steps and now we are concretizing that the subsidiary is coming into full existence with the southwest plants in it, and that is something which Honorable High Court has to approve, which will, I believe, it will take about 2 to 3 months more. And in this period, we have done our homework of what is the best thing available, best option available for the company, that is Jaiprakash Seth per se. So whether it is strategic disinvestment or it is a 50-50 joint venture, these are something which we will crystallize over the next 2 months. So it is not on a back burner.
And one final quick answer to this one, Mr. Gaur. What is your current cost of servicing debt, and by next year, by how much your cost of servicing your debt will come down?
Well, as far as you know that we are having about our all debt is carrying about 11.5% as an average rate of interest, and interest cost is almost totaling 2,400 crores on an annualized basis. So we are taking steps to how to reduce debt by about at least 4,000 to 5,000 crores over this year.